Hey guys, I'm back again. I wanted to do a nighttime skincare routine. I don't do this routine every day. This is only on some days, but what does happen every day is the jelly masks that I'm going to use, and I'll show you those later, which is why there's like very few of those left. When I got married, my husband's cousin put together a new bride kit, and she bought me 2 saris and stuff, and in the new bride kit she introduced me to Sephora masks. She gave me a hand mask, a foot mask, a face mask, a lip mask and an eye mask, and I absolutely fell in love with the masks that she gave to me. They were Sephora masks, and I have a little box of Sephora goodies in here. I went out and spent like £300 on more masks, because why not? Let's start. Shout out to Gurpreet for introducing me to Sephora masks, and also for this Pixie Skin Treats Rose Tonic Rose and Elderflower Nourishing Toner. Thank you. This stuff smells amazing and I love it on my skin, as I do love the Sephora masks as well, my darling. So yeah, I'm starting with my Pixie Skin Treats Rose Tonic. Just putting some on a cotton pad. Oh, this stuff smells amazing. I smell it from like a mile away. I know it's a toner, but I cleanse with it, because why the hell not? It's got rose water in it. I mean, that's good for you. I let it soak into my skin. So I have these sleeping masks. So you actually leave this on overnight, and this is the one that I do quite religiously, which is why there's barely any left. I had like a ton of these. Like my eye masks and my face mask, they come in a lot of the same scents or flavors, whatever you want to call it. So there's the honey sleeping mask. This is the lotus face mask, orchard, rose, pearl. What I normally do is I sometimes do an eye mask and then I put a face mask on as well. I like to match my eye mask to my face mask. Today I feel like doing an avocado eye and face mask, so I don't actually rinse these. It says to leave them on for 15 minutes. I don't. I leave them on for a lot longer, until they kind of feel dry. Some would say that's overdoing it. To be completely honest with you, I've got psoriasis here, I've got psoriasis here, like it goes into the eyebrow as well. I've got psoriasis here, and I've got all of this psoriasis here. Considering the fact that when I do these face masks, got psoriasis here as well. Considering the fact that I wait for the eye mask and the face mask to dry out, and I don't take them off until they're like dry, instead of waiting 15-20 minutes, my psoriasis does not flare up. This does not create any issues for my psoriasis. My psoriasis is calm, there's no problems whatsoever, which is why I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to continue in that manner. What I like to do is I like to feel where the mask is, because I don't want to rip the actual mask, so I can feel that it's there and there, and my tear is going to go across. So I do try and like shake it to get it to go down. Once I feel it's gone down a little bit, if I show you inside, that's what it's like, and you probably can't see, but there's a fair amount of liquid that is still in there, which I am going to take out. So this is the protective film that they're talking about. Just want to take that off, and then there's one on the other side as well. So this bit, the longer bit, goes under your eye, and the fatter bit goes around. These are so cold and cooling when you put them on. Feels really nice against the skin, and against the psoriasis patches as well, because what I've noticed with my psoriasis is when it gets very hot, or when I feel very hot, or when my body temperature is quite high, my patches are a lot more itchy than normal. And then what I like to do, like I said, there is liquid left in here, so I pour it onto my hand. It's not much in this one. It's like literally a couple drops have just come out. In the face mask one, you'll see there's like a lot more. And I put that extra liquid on as well. So that's the avocado eye mask on. Let's do the face mask. I can feel the mask is quite low down on this, so I'm just gonna cut. There is like way more liquid in this than there was with the eye mask. So the way I like to put this on, I'm gonna put the nose bit down. I'm gonna try and smooth this onto my face and then remove the pink film. It doesn't always smooth on, so do the rest of the smoothing. These masks are pretty big for my face. It goes into your hair and stuff, it's not the end of the world. They don't make your hair greasy if they do get on your hair. I mean, I try and lay it as flat as I possibly can, which is not that easy with a lot of pre-cut masks depending on your face shape and size. I'm quite a small person, so my face is probably small. There's like way more product in this. Now at this point, if anyone's got a derma roller, I would suggest you obviously go to town rolling either now, or you could roll afterwards at some point. I leave these on, I let them get kind of dry. I'll show you what I mean by I let them get dry. I'll see you guys in, I want to say 20 to 30 minutes. Just wanted to come in and say one thing that I forgot to say. What I normally do when I'm waiting for the mask to dry is I just go about anything that needs to be done. So it could be any housework, anything that needs to be done in the room. I just go about my time doing that. Hey guys, I'm back. So it's been 25 minutes and face mask is ready to come off. I feel it before I take it off, and I feel like the texture changes in comparison to when I first put it on my face. That's how I judge it, not based off of the time. But yeah, it's been about 25 minutes. Face mask is off. I don't have a gua sha or a jade roller. I have ordered one, so I'm actually waiting for it to come through. But the benefits of a gua sha and a jade roller, a lot of people may know it's used in Chinese medicine for depuffing and for lymphatic drainage. It's great for anti-aging and just fighting wrinkles in general, which does explain why Chinese people who are 80 look like they're 20. The jade rollers in particular, people say to leave them in the fridge as it gives you extra cooling. Jade itself, I think, has cooling properties. It's always best to start your drainage from the neck and then go up, because if you start from the top, you're draining from your forehead, but it's not got anywhere to go. So you're better off doing your neck and working up, and that way everything drains the way that it needs to. 110%. As soon as my jade roller and my gua sha come through, I am going to be showing you guys how I will be using them and talking more in depth about the benefits of using both the tools and why I opted for jade roller and a jade gua sha, but that's all going to be in a separate video. So for the time being, take my hands. I am going to start at the forehead. So I go in an upwards motion, but I bring it towards the sides, like towards my temples. Then I do my eyes. Do the eyebrows first, and the top of the eyes. For the eyes, I use my ring finger about 5 times. Do the bridge of my nose, going down the sides of my nose, Again, I'm still using my ring fingers for this. Now I'm going to my index just to get that last push. I go along the cheekbones. For the cheekbones, I do use my index finger just because I think it fits better. 4 fingers for my cheek. Now, the pressure that I put whilst I'm doing this, it's not much. I don't go mad, but I don't put light pressure either. So it is a fair bit of pressure. I mean, you can see how much I'm pushing my skin. I'm not going crazy with it, but it's not light either. And that just kind of massages the rest of whatever excess was left on my face into my skin. Once I have done the mask and I've massaged everything through and done kind of like a drainage type of massage, I can feel exactly how nourished and replenished my skin's feeling right now. So yeah, my skin definitely feels moisturized, it feels smooth, it feels soothed as well, and it feels very supple, kind of like everything the box said or the packaging said my skin would feel like. So the last thing that I like to do is pick one of my sleeping masks, and that is the last thing that's going to be going on my face. I'm in a very anti-aging kind of mood after talking about the gua sha and the jade roller. So I'm going to go for a orchid sleeping mask, which is anti-aging and smoothing, and it is a very clear jelly-like consistency with a slight purple tint to it. I don't know how well you can actually see that in the camera, but it's there. And the whole thing does not go on my face in one go, because a little of this goes a very long way. So I get a little bit on my ring finger again, just because it's the under eye area. This time very, very gently. I keep the lid flap thing attached, and you will see why. Go into the crevices of my nose, just like this side bit. These masks smell absolutely amazing. This actually smells like one of those like blackcurrant drinks we used to drink when we were younger. Vimto. On my cheek, I'll go in circular motions. One thing I want to show you, when I'm taking the product, I'm literally just tapping my ring finger in there and taking whatever comes. Sometimes I dot it onto my face, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on how much product comes out. Well, if it's a big blob, then that's when, so like that's quite a bit, and I'm not gonna need that much all in one place. So that's when I dot it around the different areas of my face where it will be going. If it's a small blob, then I'll concentrate it in one area and then tap my finger back in to get a little bit more. Like on my psoriasis, it feels a bit dry, it feels like it's going to need a bit more. I do go over my eyebrows with it, I've never had any issues with that. For this part, I'm going to take my middle finger, I'm going to take quite a bit on my middle finger, and I'm going to rub that into both my palms and smooth it onto my jawline and down onto my neck. I go in a downwards motion with this, and whatever's left on my hands, I just rub it in, because it is kind of like a cream. I know it's a gel texture, but when you rub it in, it's like your skin soaks it up. My face looks sticky right now, but I promise you it's not sticky at all. And even when I wake up in the mornings, what I'll do tomorrow morning is I'll show you my skin. it does not look or feel sticky in any way. And I'll show you my skin before I get in the shower and I wash it, so you guys can see exactly how this sits on your face overnight. Now what I do is I keep this, I open the little box up that it comes in. So those bits that are pushed in, I push them forward, bring them all in like that. And my Orchard mask, I put it in so that the film protecting it, that bit, goes in towards the back. And what might help is pulling these bits out more than they need to be, like that, just to kind of push the mask in. So what you'll see on this side where the mask was sitting originally is the jelly part of it. And I close it back up and then I'll open it tomorrow night and I'll put this on my face tomorrow night. Now, some people may wait for this to soak in and then tomorrow morning take their jade roller out of the freezer and do their facial massage with that, or their gua sha out of the freezer and do their facial massage in the morning. What I'm going to do in the morning is I'm going to repeat the massage that I did with my fingers